I have a question for you. Have you ever gone somewhere and maybe you're new, or maybe it's even a group of people who know you, and then suddenly you start getting this vibe, you start feeling like you really don't fit, they're looking at you funny, maybe they're even talking behind your back, nobody's really telling you what's going on, and you start feeling like something is not right, they're not treating me right. Well, join me in this conversation in a few moments. Welcome to CITAM Church Online. My name is Mwai. I am a pastor with Christ is the Answer Ministries, and I want us to just engage for a few minutes as we think about judging one another. I have found myself once in a while, sometimes you go to a place or you're interacting with a group of friends or people maybe even trust, and then you realize somewhere down the line that sometimes they're whispering behind my back, and I know you've also probably gone through the same thing, or probably maybe you made a mistake, maybe you made a wrong choice, a wrong turn in life, and then people begin talking behind your back, and suddenly some people who are close to you suddenly don't want anything to do with you. You begin realizing that your circle of friends is reducing or going down. People who used to call you don't call you anymore. They used to text you, they don't text you anymore. Or they used to invite you for lunch or whatever, but they don't invite you anymore. And you actually begin feeling condemned. Then you begin hearing whispers behind your back. Oh, they're saying this about you. In fact, usually it is so bad because one story begins building up slowly, and lies start coming in, and everybody's pointing fingers at you. Maybe you're a young lady and probably out of wedlock, maybe you got pregnant, or maybe you're a young man and you made a few wrong choices, and maybe now you're struggling with alcohol or you're struggling with drugs. But what still is you feel so condemned. You feel people are judging you. You go to church and they don't really want to associate with you, and you can tell the whispers are going on. The Word of God is very encouraging. Jesus Christ, knowing the kind of people that we are, knowing the human heart, and knowing that we are so quick to judge one another, looked at his disciples and he gave them this warning. He told them this in Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 and verse 2. Do not judge one another. For in the same measure that you judge one another, you will also be judged. So he was saying, if you don't want to be judged, do not judge one another. My friends, listen. I think when we judge one another, we truly hurt one another. See, recently, I've been interacting with, people, from all walks of life. And one of the most painful things that they have shared with me is they say, when I was judged because I did this. Or people actually sometimes assumed that I did one or two things. It was not true. Or somebody even spread a rumor about me. And they tell me, Pastor, I felt so condemned. I felt so judged. I would even come to church and nobody really wants to talk to me. I try to belong to this fellowship. Nobody wants to associate with me. And they felt so bad. And sometimes we hurt one another because we judge one another. Maybe you're asking, but Pastor, what does it mean to judge? Well, judging simply, when I judge somebody, it basically means that I am condemning them. It basically means that I am passing a resolution that there is no hope for that person. But Jesus Christ reminds us in his word, come all you who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. I don't know, maybe about you, wherever you are. Maybe in the recent while you've gone through some hurt, some pain. Maybe you have felt judged. Maybe you even went to your church and suddenly you felt like you did not have a place there anymore. I want to encourage you. Come to Jesus. Allow him to come and heal your heart, your broken spirit, your broken heart, because he is a restorer of those who are hurting. He is close to those who are brokenhearted. And for all of us, I encourage you, don't judge somebody else. Don't pass condemnation on other people because you don't want to be condemned yourself. Let's learn to embrace one another. Despite our faults and our mistakes, let's love one another, accept one another, and pray for one another and encourage one another. My name is Jesse Mwai. Again, you're watching CITAM Church Online, and I want to encourage you to engage with us. You can engage with us posting a comment probably on Facebook. You can engage with us on Instagram or on Twitter, or you can even call us, and we will be glad to hear from you. God bless you. Until next time.